All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, this is Eric from TopFlight Trades. It is, where are we at? December 20th. It's almost Christmas time. This is just a quick weekend review. I'll make this video quick. I have a few things to kind of go over, but yeah, we're not going to dive into it too deep tonight. This video will not be 3 hours long, that's for sure. I plan to make this video about a half an hour, hopefully. So let's just dive right on in it. So the first thing we're going to look at here is the S&P. So basically, we obviously had broken down the last couple of days here. And we definitely down here, we're close below the 100-day moving average here. And of course, we're below the 200-day as well. But we're down here now. So what a development from last week. Kind of what we're talking about here in the last few, well, actually since June, back in June 19th or so, we've been making lower lows. This is when I determined that we were done with the market. Made a new low for the most part, and then we went down and we failed to make a newer high. Okay, so now you can see the trend line here. So not looking good. Okay, in last week's video, we were talking about this and we were back up in here. We're kind of pulling off this a bit. Well, here we are now. And we had this breakdown Thursday, Friday. So that's what we're looking at. So not very good. I'm expecting continued sell-off next week, probably. We'll see. But again, before I go bullish on some long trades, I want to see higher highs. I want to at least break above this line here, you know. So we'll take a look there. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. I don't have this drawn in here correctly, but you can kind of see, though, this is kind of where we had some resistance here. We kind of popped through it, but same thing. I mean, we don't have higher highs. And the Dow, same kind of thing here. So that's where we're at. You can see this thing had come down and close just beneath the 100-day. Pretty interesting. So, all right, here. Let me hold on a quick second here. What I'm going to do is I need to be just step here away for just a quick second. Just give me 30 seconds here. I could actually blow my nose here real quick. Hold on.
Imagine that doing your taxes will help you buy new vehicles for your business. Well, Section 179 of the tax code is one of the best deductions out there for small businesses. It stimulates the economy while potentially reducing your tax cost on a new qualifying vehicle. Each year, that means more capital for your business. Here's how it works. You may deduct up to $25,000 for new larger trucks.
That was lovely, I know. So sorry about that. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go over here real quick. Just going to go over a lot of these stocks that I've been watching and or playing. I posted some charts this week of some stocks I'm looking to break down, continue to break down. And one of these is CYH, Community Health. I'm looking for this thing to break down. You can see I posted the chart. I kind of have this descending triangle kind of pattern looking thing. Basically, yeah, it's going to continue to break down. We're not finding new highs. We're going to be making new lows. So we'll see where this goes. That's Community Health, CYH. Next, I talked about DV, DeVry. Let me pull up their linear regression here. Going to get a little better idea as well. We're not at the top of the channel yet, but it doesn't really necessarily need to be. We could come green a little bit and come off the moving average up here, but definitely looking for this thing to pull back in the near term. We have DO. I entered a position in DO a couple days ago. Short position. So far, so good. I'm not really expecting much out of DO here. I'm expecting this to continue down. I don't expect it to come down to 20. I, of course, want to see a breakdown well below 20, maybe down to the 16 levels here, or even worse, unfortunately. I think that DO is going to continue to struggle. Fundamentally, they're having a real hard time. Here's a weekly chart. So this is pretty much what I'm playing, that trend right here, this weekly trend. So that's that. Back to the daily. So we're kind of got this little hiccup here. Let me zoom out. You can see we've been trending downward here. We've been trending sideways here for the most part. But I'm definitely expecting this to break down again soon. Look at the volume we had on here on Friday. So you kind of get the idea there. So that's DO. I ended up buying some puts on that. Bought some January. Yeah, January puts. I guess that's all I bought. Okay. So I'm playing the option side on that. All right. Next, we have KMI. KMI. It's another one I played a couple of days ago. This one looking definitely to fall apart some more. And we're starting to get that already. Got in back on this day, I think. Bought some June puts on this one. Definitely further out. Bought a few contracts on this one. It's currently closed at 15.14. So we'll see how we do here. What's earnings? Earnings 19 cents versus 18 cents. Back in October, coming up or down to 17 cents. We'll take a look here. A lot of volume here recently. I mean, everybody was just hoping to get in on this bottom here. Hoping it would be a bottom. Yeah, it's a fake out right there. Not good. One thing to note, though, we are at the bottom of the channel right now. So we could trade sideways a bit. I really don't think that this thing will have enough movement to do that. But again, I bought way out here, the June contracts. So I have a ways here. I'm not too concerned about this. Yeah. So anyways, what I'm looking for here, for the most part, is finding lower lows. That's what we got here Friday. Got some fair volume to finding new lows. Just let it do its thing. It doesn't necessarily follow the linear regression. Obviously, the linear regression is always moving. So, all right, that's KMI. Another one I like, which I'm not in yet, is TSC. I entered it. I did enter this one. Up 8%, up 63 cents on Friday. That's interesting. Anyways, TCS, this is one of the worst companies out there to play. So if you want to play this on the short side, this is definitely a good one. This is just, yeah, not very good. Again, I'm expecting this thing to continue further. Definitely Friday's pop there looks pretty good if you're bullish. But to me, it's just a buying opportunity. This is not going to bounce and base out here and continue to climb higher in the next few months. I don't think it's even possible. I certainly wouldn't bet on it, that's for sure. Okay, DSX. Diana, where to go? Diana Shipping. Now this stock is just incredible. I got to say, this is my best trade ever. Where are we at? Okay, I got in back here. Might have been this day right here. We found new lows. Looking for a breakdown. This is what I'm hoping we see on CYH. Okay, same kind of thing, Get a breakdown here. Coming down to support, hits it a couple of times. You kind of get this, it's not exact, but, I kind of see like this descending triangle, this kind of thing like this, So you kind of see the triangle pattern here. It's the opposite. If it was bullish and it was an ascending triangle and it would go higher, but right now the market's heading downward, if you ask me. And you get these crappy companies on top of it. You get a breakdown. I mean, it's just going to happen. It's just technical analysis. It's insane. So here we had earnings. I bought right at earnings, right before earnings. Let's see. Yeah, I got in right before earnings. You can see this red line is the day I got in. So I got in right before earnings. Applied volatility was probably kind of high, but I bought in anyways. And I bought some $4 puts. Now, this was back at $6. Bought some January $4 puts for a nickel. And by God, that thing just, and it hit it. And I'm now in the money, and I still have a month to go. It's just insane. So that was a long shot, and that's one I've hit. And so far, I've sold at 500%. I was scaling out now because I hit my targets. So I sold at 500%, which took my my money off the table there. And I still have, of course, a bunch of contracts left at a nickel a piece. I bought a few. And not a lot of money, though. This was a long shot, and it was just, throwing a few $100 at it kind of a thing. And I sold some more here on Friday, I think, and that was 1,000% gain, which is just crazy. And I got to say, all my trades aren't 1,000% gains. Definitely chalk that up as, I didn't really think it was going to hit for it. Obviously, I did a little bit if I threw money down, but happened a little quicker than I thought. So we'll see what it does. I mean, Diana Shipping is a very, very fundamentally poor company. I expect this to continue just to drop. It's kind of been going sideways here the last week. It was up a little bit and down, but I'm looking again for more great movement here. Big candles heading on the downside. So hopefully this next week we get some good movement downward. I still have, I think 1,000 shares. So I want to see this drop another $1. I mean, that would be great. But anyways, that's DSX. That was my big play of the year for sure. Next, let's take a look at gold, GLD. Okay. Let's see, where am I? I got some puts and calls in gold here. I'm kind of all over the place with it. I bought some calls a little bit ago, and I also have some puts. So I'm really not going to comment. I'm kind of all over the place with this. But gold's pretty interesting here. So, with the interest rate change and everything, and the dollar, really not my forte, so I'm not really going to comment on it. I don't have a lot to say about it, except I'm playing it right now, and I'm also playing silver. So far, so good. We're plugging away in there. I have some long-term contracts on it to go out about 3 months, I think. So yeah, that's that. So GLD, GLF. This is one I'm looking. I posted this a couple of days ago, looking for the breakdown on this one, and last couple days, 3 days, we got some red days on it. So we're back down to 478. Kind of the same thing here. I'm looking again for continued breakdown. Let me draw the support line here. Right there. What do you think of that? Okay. So again, we kind of have this descending triangle kind of thing going. Okay. So that's what I see. And that's bearish. And oftentimes they are bearish and really explosive. We'll see. But I expect it to break down and pop out of here pretty good. At least hit $4 pretty quick. We'll see where it goes from there. This is GLF. Water transportation outfit. I'm not familiar with the company at all, but I'm looking at the charts. CDZI. Okay, now this one. Where we go? Okay, so this hit my list last week, primarily just because the RSI was really high on it. This company stinks more than dog doo-doo, and it had been running up for a while. I'm pretty much waiting for a pullback here. I don't follow the news on every one of these stocks or anything like that. I simply play the technicals. I look at their fundamentals briefly to get kind of an idea of where they're at, and then I look at the charts. Simply that. Nothing magical here. So this kind of run up, I think, is kind of not looking at the news. I don't really see how it's really warranted. Again, looking at their fundamentals and how they score, they're just a very, very, very poor company. Let's take a look at that. Oh, okay. So here they're looking last in November, 33 cents loss per share. I don't have the projected out there yet, but this company's losing money. And this is what happens when you have days like this, going from $8 down to $5 in one day. Not very good. So anyways, again, we're looking for continued breakdown here with CDZI. I have no position in this. That's only under $4 for crying out loud. But yeah, anyways, I posted something on this one here a little while ago, a couple weeks ago or a week ago. We're starting to finally get that breakdown right now. All right. What do we got next? SSNC. This is one I'm also looking for a breakdown on. I don't recall the day I posted it, but I'm looking for lower lows. We're coming down to the 200-day moving average right here, this purple line. Don't expect it to hold it, really. Volume is only 537,000. So I actually normally would not play this one. Volume's too low, but that's me. So anyways, I'm not really expecting it to honor this channel here, this linear regression upward channel. This company's pretty crappy, so I'm expecting this to totally break down, fail the 200-day. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Then we have Joy. All right, I just bought some puts on Joy. I've owned Joy a few times in the last this year, and it's been profitable. I don't recall where I got in and out, but I imagine it might have been back in here, September, and I played this run downward. Here we go. Again, the range is kind of tight, I suppose. I don't have the average 2 range up, but Anyways, looking for this to continue to break down. So got some puts on this one. I got some April puts. So a little further out. Where are we going? All the way out here. So I bought some $11 April puts. So that's that on Joy. One of the good ones that we played here on InvestFeed was Trox. We played this back here. I think it was on this day, the 3rd. I can look. But of course, it's posted on investfeed.com if you want to go over there and watch the feed and watch the action here. This thing has gone down. This thing went down like 40%, like in a week. I forget. It was like I checked it a week later and I was like, oh my gosh. And it obviously caught this and it broke down. So it went from $6. There you go, down to $4.50, and it's just continued downward right now. So that's Trox. So still holding that right now. Then we have CCPL, the pipeline. Where'd it go? Oh, is that not CPPL? The pipeline. Columbia Pipeline Partners, this one. All right, I'm watching this one. I'm waiting for this to come off the moving average here and start coming down. Now, one thing, I am a little cautious on these trades, though, because we are making new highs, okay? And sometimes I might get I might like this setup, and my setup is triggered, but you know what? I am cautious because, again, we are making new highs. It's not like it's up and it pulls back. But what's funny is a lot of times when the system picks these up, my system picks these up, these do just absolutely fail. Even though they're making higher highs and higher lows, it has a major breakdown. So I'm not really going to challenge the system. It's been back tested well enough. It works. But we'll see. So I'm watching CPPL, Columbia Pipeline Partners. It's currently at 1629. Really like that last candle. We're right at the moving average. So we'll see about next week how I play this. Yeah, anyways, that's CPPL. Earnings coming up 20 cents is the estimate. All right. RIPI. It's another one I listed this last week, I believe. Same kind of thing. I mean, look at this run here. I don't know much about this company. Was it American Residential Properties? Wow. I mean, look at the RSI. I mean, this thing had just took a tumble all the way down here. And a lot of people play the RSIs. I mean, you play it when it's oversold, undersold. This thing came all the way down here to 15, 14. A lot of people could have bought this and just cleaned up pretty good. It only went up $3. I mean, the chart looks really good, but you go from 14, 15 bucks to 18 plus. So what I'm looking for is this thing to come back down, perhaps even down to 17s or so. We'll see here if it's going to level off and kind of find this area here. Don't know if it's going to come all the way back down to 15s. That would be nice, but I'm definitely watching this one as well. This OCN. Owens Financial, that's right. So this is pretty much just kind of one that's also kind of a channel play here. You can kind of see the pattern we're moving here just in this linear regression channel. Don't know if we're going to come up to this moving average. We might come up to this moving average before we bounce down. We'll see, but this is currently cheap stock. It's currently at 684. Financial services. So just another one to take a look at. Let me shoot through a few others that are just really crappy. I don't have any setups for them necessarily. But what is this? LXU. I mean, looking at the companies as far as how they're ranked fundamentally, these are the worst. I mean, not the exact worst, but these are definitely the top 50 of the worst out there. So LXU, Friday, well, last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, had some pretty good action on that. I don't know much about that, but this one's on my list to watch. Let's take a look at EC here. Yeah, you can see the trend. Linear regression, still running it downward. Don't know what it's going to do. We got a lot of volume here recently. All right, talk about TCS. Take a look at BTU. Body Energy. We got some good volume on Friday. All right. Hey, I got one I'm going to show you. This is one LGIH. Okay, so this stock right here, and I got to look again, but this was one of the bullish plays I was looking to hopefully score on. And this is exactly why I have such a hard time with the markets right now. Okay. I mean, obviously we've seen the last couple of days. I think I posted it back on this day. It was back about this channel or so here. And right now we're down to the 200-day. You can see the 200-day right down here. That might be our bounce off this thing. But this company, LGI Homes, is one of the top, I want to say the top IBD, top 5. I mean, the company is fundamentally strong. Is just growing like mad. Sales are about 15% per quarter in growth, profits, earnings, you name it. This is a good stock you want. In a bullish market, you want to go with the best. This is one of the best. And this thing still is victim to the market. I don't know what the heck happened here. I don't follow it because I'm mostly bearish right now. But this is a company that you want to, if you're bullish, you want to bet on the best. And this is one you want to count on. Well, these people just got screwed right here. I mean, it went from 36 down to 23 in 2 weeks since December, top of December. Ugly. I was thinking we're going to probably get a bounce out of here. I mean, you see, we kind of, in fact, it was this day here, I believe, the 16th that I posted it. We had that good green day here, some fair volume, above average volume. But Thursday and Friday, it's continued to break down. Now we're down to the 200 days, so now it might be a good time to get in. Let's see if this thing can pull it off. But again, I don't like to fight the trends. I look at the overall markets. Going back to the SPY here, okay? This is why I've been bullish on the markets forever, it seems like. But June 19th was the day back here that we didn't make new highs. I thought, oh my gosh, we're not making new highs. We were essentially up to this point, but I was uneasy about the markets, and now here's our trend line here. And here we are. So that's why I'm so bearish in so many stocks right now, and it's definitely profitable. So that is that. I don't think I'm in anything else right now. All right. We'll just take a quick look here. Some that I have on my list here. I'm not going to comment too much on them, but Murphy Oil. These are some of the ones that I've been looking at and keeping an eye on. I don't know everything about all these companies. Looking at Quad here, look at Friday's action. You can see the trend here. It's downward. Friday's action, you got a lot of sell volume on that. It's currently priced at $9.29. ATI, trying to zoom out enough so you can see what's going on here. Here's ATI, currently at 1046. Oh, then there's WLL, Whitting. I was going to get in this last week. Would have been really nice if I had, running from $12 down to $9 pretty quickly. But I didn't. So, and again, look at the breakdown here. So let's take a look here. Again, I kind of see this breakdown here from this level here. We've come on down about $20 to $14, kind of bounce in this range here, and we finally get the breakdown. Look at the volume. Getting the breakdown here. Where's this going? 6 next? Okay, so, well, we might be seeing that. I wouldn't suggest getting in right now. This could just totally base again or bounce. But WLL. ERS, same thing. Look at this. You can see I already drew the line here. We've come down here and hit this support area a couple of times. And it just keeps knocking. Boom, pop right on through. This thing went from 25 down to 22.75 in just 2 days, 3 days. That would have been a really nice play. Still is, still can be. Look at the volume on Friday again. And again, what's this going to do? Well, what do you think the overall market's going to do? I mean, this is Oil Well Services and Equipment Company. So obviously their industry sector is not doing too well right now. So you can definitely expect continued fallout on this. And this actually might be a really good play. And I actually do remember looking at this as far as an option play, and I didn't like it. The applied volatility was too high and wasn't enough volume. What's our average volume on this stock? 771. So, all right, let me shoot through a few more here. All right, here's a NAV, auto and truck manufacturer. I don't know who they are here. Except this company is always on the list of being one who just absolutely stinks. All right. PAA. All right, we're in this one. River Pipeline. Trouble ahead. ARLP. I'm just going to shoot through these real quick. I'm not going to comment on everyone, but ARLP, BBL, BHP, Billiton, metal mining. We already talked about BHP, ETP. I mean, these companies, just trouble. TNST. Yeah, please, on the downside, you're just going to win. I mean, these companies just stink. There's a United States Steel Corp. $8 right now, $8.01. SEMG. Look at the volume on Friday. Nuts. This only averages 588,000 shares. A lot of these are not very liquid. They're low volume. And that's one thing to be cautious about if you play them. I usually like 700K average. 20, 30-day average is fine. But just kind of get an idea. You know, I want near a million at least. You get underneath 500. A couple have got past me where I ended up entering them and their volume was pretty low and I was able to get out safely and everything. But yeah, definitely always keep an eye on the volume. EEP. GEOS. Geospace Technologies. See if we can come back down there and break through 10. It's currently at 1096. It's blue. Keep an eye on blue here. This is going to pull back again here soon. Might be Monday. I don't know. Or we can continue to head up here to maybe even come back up to 70 again before it pulls back. UNT. All right, UNT. What do we got here? All right, come back down to support again. Yeah, I could probably draw it in there. I mean, it's never really exact. All right. DDD, 3D. Okay, so here's one. So you look at the channel here. Come up to the 50-day moving average? Yeah, the 50-day moving average. Close just above it. We'll see what we do here, but we'll be definitely looking for a pullback here soon. We're not showing it yet with the RSI, but we'll be watching this. We got some good volume Thursday, Friday. We did make a new high from there. Might come up to this area right here. Again, you can see where the moving average is going to be coming down about just under 12. So we'll watch it. That might be where it bounces off, fails to make a new high. It'll come up, miss it, and then come down again. Talked about SodaStream here. Is that SodaStream? SODA? Yeah. Same kind of thing here. I've been watching this one. This did make new highs, which could be fine, but you know, what are we going to do here? So I'm a little cautious on this one. I don't know if we're going to pull a line like this. It's going to come up and then come down to here, but still might be a good play to make a couple bucks anyways. EXAS. Currently pretty much $9. All right. Well, anyways, this is just kind of what I'm looking at here on a Sunday night. PBYI. Yeah. Look at that volume there. Holy smokes. That's Monday? That's Friday? Yeah. Anyways, that's what we're looking at in CVA. We looked at CVA. Okay, CVA. This is one I'm definitely watching here for this next week. Utility. Look at that volume. I need to take a look and kind of see what's up with the volume. But I'm definitely looking to get ready for a pullback here. We're currently at 16. Let's wait till we get a confirmation this is going to start to peel over. Monday, if Monday's bad, this could be red and just be right back down to 13s real quick. So CVA is what I'm definitely watching for. How's volume? 1.2 million volume. Volume's there. Yeah, so. All right. Well, folks, that's about all I have for tonight. I want to make a quick video. I said it was going to be 40 minutes long or so. It's probably where we're at. Sorry for the chatter. But, again, this is pretty much what I do on weekends. I have my lists. I go through them, just kind of take a look and see how things are doing and take a look at the overall markets. That's what I do on pretty much every weekend when I do my video reviews. And again, I apologize. I haven't done the video reviews here in the last while. I've been busy outside trading, doing other work, and it's been taking a lot of my time. But again, you can find me over at InvestFeed. You can follow the feed over there or over at TopFlightTrades.com. The website's been updated here this weekend where the Twitter feed has been added on the left, as well as the new posts. If you scroll on down when you go to the main page at TopFlightTrades.com, you'll see that a little more accessible. But yeah, come on over to InvestFeed, and there should be a link on the website there as well if you want to come over and join us there. So that's what's going on. So we'll just end this here. So thanks a lot for watching, folks. Have a good week this week, and yeah, happy trading, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.